Elite Facts presents
10 crazy and disturbing film theories. 10. My Neighbor Totoro. A cute children's character that is actually something terrible underneath. This one is pretty well known and basically draws parallels between the film and a murder case dubbed the Sayama Incident, where a 16-year-old girl was kidnapped, raped, and murdered. The older sister also committed suicide after the murder. While the movie features no rape or murder, there are interesting parallels between the case and the film that lead to the only conclusion: that the cute raccoon dog is the Lord of the Dead. But imagine how much easier death would be if Totoro was the one coming to collect your soul. Seriously, who could say no to that face? Of course I'll give you my soul for eternal torture, you kawaii bastard!
9.
The Thing. So anytime a film ends on an ambiguous note, people will always comb over it and try and find an answer. They'll comb through scripts, commentaries, and come to conclusions like this one. The Thing ends with MacReady, played by Kurt Russell, killing off what we assume is the last remains of the creature. But then here comes Childs, who has also survived. Unsure of each other's identities, they sit down for a drink, with freezing to death as a chaser. The theory is that MacReady actually gives Childs one of the gasoline Molotov cocktails to drink because maybe the Thing can't taste? Ah, got you, you shape-shifting bastard! Too bad MacReady can't do shit about it, and this would mean that the whole film has probably been pointless, as the rescue team that eventually goes there will get infected by the Thing in Childs' frozen body, and bam, end of the world.
8.
Willy Wonka. So this theory we've probably assumed since Wonka took those kids on the boat ride from hell. Oh, and, well, just the whole child negligence thing in general. Basically, it goes that Wonka is actually a bloodthirsty serial killer, using his factory tour as a smokescreen to get his rocks off by murdering children in his death traps. Think about it. There isn't a single safety sign in that whole damn factory. In fact, we highly doubt there's even an Oompa Loompa in charge of OH&S. Then again, most of the children are victims of their own faults, and what's going to happen to Charlie then? Maybe Wonka will train him in his murderous ways instead of killing him in a future factory accident. Either way, that's a sequel we'd like to see.
7.
Signs. What's that? A theory that makes an M. Night film better? It can't be possible. Nothing could make that twist make sense. Well, we better hear it. So, you know how the whole aliens invading a planet that's 2/3 water when their one weakness is water is absolutely ridiculous for an advanced species who have mastered intergalactic travel? Well, what if they're actually demons from hell and not aliens? It makes some sense with the spiritual overtones throughout the film, and would have been perhaps an even better twist than the one we got. Maybe it's holy water they're allergic to, and Mel blessed all those glasses. Makes sense, right? Plus, demons are much scarier than aliens who can't figure out it's not such a great idea to invade a planet that's essentially full of acid. But it does raise the question of why the demons decided to use crop circles, and why none of those crop circles were pentagrams.
6.
WALL-E. How can that little garbage robot possibly be scary? Look at his cute little eyes and the way he collects junk. What's the worst he could possibly have done? Oh, how about he murdered all of the other WALL-E units in order to protect his junk collection? That's right, this theory believes that WALL-E is defective, and that's why he saves some items instead of crushing them, and why he's the only unit left working. He murdered the others because they wanted to destroy his trash pile. I mean, geez, man, was your collection of hubcaps really worth almost dooming the Earth? Imagine a prequel where WALL-E is stalking and collecting body parts off all the other units just so he can finish his vintage Star Wars collection. Then again, hundreds of years of sorting through people's used condoms and unsold Jar Jar Binks Pez dispensers could drive anyone to murder.
5.
The Shining. Get your tinfoil hats ready because this theory is going to drag you kicking and screaming into the crazy conspiracy zone, whether you like it or not. Apparently, we never went to the moon. Nope, it was all faked on a film set a la Capricorn 1, and the director of this grand charade was none other than Stanley Kubrick. Crazy, you say? Well, not if you see his clear confession of the sham littered throughout his film The Shining. This includes Danny's Apollo 11 sweater, the creepy twins being a reference to Gemini spacecraft, and the carpet pattern being the same as the rocket's launch pads. Oh, and all work and no play, which actually is A11, not all. Get it? So it's all really super convincing that this random stuff is connected to Apollo 11 if you look at it just the right, crazy way. This one is scary just because it will make you question everything you thought you knew.
4,
Toy Story 3. What do you mean the darkest Toy Story film is actually a retelling of the Holocaust, only with children standing in for Nazis and aliens for allied nations fighting to save them? Yes, this dark as black theory states that Andy represents the nations giving up the toys, who represent the Jewish people, to a daycare center which represents a concentration camp. Oh, and the whole incinerator ending thing plays a large part in the theory as well. But the alien toys rescue them, so they are, of course, the allied nations coming to kill Hitler. Lotso. But maybe it's all just coincidental. I mean, it's not like they try to hide in the attic like Anne Frank's family or anything. Oh, wait. So in summary, the aliens are the United States, Woody is Jewish and wears a star, and a pink fuzzy bear is a genocidal maniac and mustache enthusiast.
3,
Terminator series. So, you know how the Terminator films are chronologically fucked up and how Skynet seems like it should have been able to wipe out the Resistance easily? Well, this theory says it's all part of the plan that we puny humans can't understand. So the theory goes that without humanity and without a resistance to fight, Skynet and its massive military complex is useless. So they allow the resistance to continue. Oh, and that they also knew that they needed to send Terminators back in time in order to create themselves, which means they also needed the humans to go back to destroy the Terminator, and timey-wimey magic, Skynet is its own grandfather. It's scary to think that, no matter what, the machines will win and keep the humans in a perpetual hellish war-ravaged world. At least the machines in the Matrix had the decency to put the humans in virtual reality. Skynet's just a dick.
2,
Back to the Future. Building a time machine got you down? Selling off your fortune and being the town laughingstock giving you the blues? Well, just buy a DeLorean and smack some crazy shit on it and run yourself over. Wait, what? This theory uses the scene where Doc first tests the time machine in the Twin Pines Mall parking lot and drives it at 88 miles per hour towards himself using a remote control. Why would you drive an experimental car towards yourself unless you wanted to die if it failed to work, right? Fair enough, I'd want to die if my magic DeLorean didn't work too. Still, bit of a dick move, as he would have also killed Marty since he's standing right next to him. Or maybe that was his plan.
1,
The Harry Potter series. Well, this one isn't very pleasant. Everyone's favorite boy wizard is actually not that at all, and he's really just a kid going insane under the stairs. Well, at least that's what this theory states, with those believing it saying, oh no, Harry just invented the whole magic world to deal with his psychotic guardians. Basically saying that because all of Harry's injuries are ones like broken arms and grazed skin, it must be evidence of the child abuse he's suffering entering into his delusion. Really, it's not hard to see how this one came about. I mean, what's more realistic, that an owl is delivering his mail, or that he's getting beaten senseless by his uncle every night? You decide.
Don't forget to like us and subscribe for more Elite Facts.